Greetings, y'all. It is Matt from the Grin Arcade. Good morning, good afternoon, or good evening, wherever you're at in the world. We are back playing Farming Simulator 22. And that was a kind of weird transition. Kind of sticky there. Fade in, fade out, fade in, fade out. Okay, I don't know. Maybe it didn't do it on y'all's end, but it did it on my end. It was like a flicker. That was weird. But anyway, we're back in Erlengrat. We bought a combine. We bought the Kloss Dominator. I don't know why it's called the Kloss Dominator, but because it's so tiny. But yeah, it's called the Dominator. It's the small old Kloss combine. So, and we bought a tipper. So what does that mean? Well, we're gonna buy a field. We're gonna buy some fields, or a field. Well, really just a field if we go the route I'm wanting to go. Let's go look at the map. First off, let's look. Okay, obviously, you know, if you guys know me, I like soybeans. And if we go soybeans, there's 3 options. So there's 25 over here. That one would be the more, I guess, sensible option. It's not a huge field. There's a little bit of grass around it, and it's not too far away from the home there. The other 2 options are over here, and you know, I didn't check to see if these were fully fertilized. All of them are. So all of them are ready to go. So we got field 9 and field 10 over here. I don't think we can afford field 10. Yeah, field 10 is just a little over our bank account. But field 9 is... we'll have $1,000 left. We'll have $1,000 left when we buy this. I kind of want to buy it though. I really do. And you know what? Sometimes you just got to do it. Sometimes you just got to do it. We did it. How much money do we actually have left? Yeah, we have $1,600 left to our name. We are making a little bit of money off the sawmill though. So we got that one production going, and it's still kind of full. I haven't refilled it yet, but we're selling just the basic planks and the wood planks. I've been wondering though, is there enough room over there to build another one? There's not a ton of room on this map. That's the one thing about this map. There's not, I don't think there's, not where the sawmill is. There's not. Unless we eventually get this property and put one down here. You could probably fit one down here. It's flat enough down in here. We might could fit 1 or 2 down here. That might be the way to go when we get back to that point. But we're gonna go harvest. Tell you what. Let me shut that down. Well, if I can get out of here. I'm gonna take the tractor. I'm gonna take this up to the homestead, up to the house. Oh, I just noticed that in Erlengrat, the shrubs there kind of alternate colors in the fall. Look at that. Neat. I just noticed that. I saw it over there. Okay. I've never been here on seasons. Never been here in 22. In the fall. I've been here on 19 and we didn't... Trying to remember 19 if we played this on seasons. I don't think we did. But it was different then. Things were different. It's a little bit better now, I think. Alright, we'll head up the mountain here. Every time I come up this road, I want to start yodeling for some reason. I don't know why, but I feel the urge to yodel. Or just to shout out, Ricola! Does anybody else, you know, you feel like you're biting into a York peppermint patty and you just get the urge to yodel? I don't know, maybe it's just me. Alright. So, think the cows are good to go. I put some hay bales right here, and they're slowly going in there. We need to get into, I guess, the TMR stuff. Just haven't gotten to that point yet. No. The bubble, it's weird because you spawn over here at these steps with this house, but the sleep bubble's up here. So yeah, it's a little weird. Alright, so we need to go to October 1st. You know what? I know we can't afford anything right now, but there's nothing really good on sale anyway, so okay. Alright, let's go. Should we just go to 8? Let's just go to 8. And while we're sleeping, I'm going to drink my Dr. Pepper for the morning. Or crank it open. Hello, good morning. There's somebody actually here. Oh no, is it raining? Oh, it is dark. Yep, it's raining. Well, I should have just hit the snooze button. Because it's raining. Let's, kind of fast time through that, I guess. Let the crop dry out maybe a little bit. Get to that sunshine a little. And maybe 10 a.m. 10 a.m. is the start of the day, right? Alright. We made a little bit of money. We got 7 grand left, so I don't feel too bad now. Let's see. Good morning, Fuzzy. How's it going? Doing good. Oh, look, a ropa's on sale. Said no one ever. We're gonna go harvest a new field we just bought. Sorry, y'all. I gotta finish. I gotta take a few sips of my Dr. Pepper. That's my coffee in the morning. Ooh, is our grass ready? No, maybe not. I did come back and do a little trimming on the edges there, but yeah, it's not ready. Well, it says, okay, so there's 2 stages of grass if you're not familiar with Farming Simulator. There's 2 stages of ready to harvest when it comes to grass. There's this stage, and then there's this stage. Obviously, you want to go with this stage because your yield is better. I mean, it's a lot higher yield. You can see how much taller the grass is. So you can point your thing at this and it says ready to harvest, but this is really ready to harvest. So this is the one you want to go with. And don't pay attention to the fertilization stuff down there. That means nothing. That means nothing. Alright. Although I do kind of want to look at that. It shouldn't show, what do you call it, meadow grass. But it is showing it. That's interesting. I wonder, can we fertilize that? Sounds like something we're going to have to science with. Boy, we did a lot of sciencing on hot Baileron. If you're watching this on YouTube, that came out Tuesday. If you're here on Twitch, it's coming out today. And you'll see that. We did a lot of sciencing. I don't know where I'm going, by the way. I think I need to go that way. Did a lot of sciencing on hot Baileron. So basically, there's a combine that puts out a lot of straw. It's not the combine, it's really the header. And it's Tired Iron Modding's corn header. That puts out a lot of straw out the back. So I'm kind of torn on what to do. I haven't really decided fully on that map, but we were thinking it was the extended straw crop mod that that did that for us, that they fixed it, or that they, made it to where corn and sunflower gave you more straw out the back of your combine. It's not the mod. It's actually another mod. It's the corn header. So that was interesting. Alright, which way is the combine? There it is. And you know what? I'm gonna go down a road less traveled. I'm not gonna go that way. I'm gonna go this way. I think I can get to it this way. Speaking of corn, look at all the corn, y'all. I'll tell you what, I like corn and propane accessories. I really like corn though. It goes good with your meat when you're grilling on your grill, on your Char King 5000. And we sell those at Strickland Propane, where you taste the meat and not the heat. I can't wait for that show to come back. They're bringing back King of the Hill. It makes me want to go watch all the original ones now. I have Hulu, so I can go watch the original King of the Hill. I think I'm going to do that. I'm going to start watching that from the pilot through all the episodes. I think I've seen every one probably at least, I don't know, 3 or 4 times. But hey, a 5th time won't hurt. Oh look, a roundabout. Which is this? No. Where? I need to go this. No? Hang on. I don't know. Where am I even? There I am. No, I need to go north. So I need to go that way. Oh god, it's a DHL van. I wonder how they'll do it though. Because, you know, if they're bringing back King of the Hill, you would think they would have a time jump. Unless they just pick it up where they left off, which, I mean, they could do that. But, oh god. I'm glad I got the small combine. So, spoiler alert, Cotton is dead, so he can't come back. But IRL, what was her name? Luann and Lucky. You know, they were husband and wife there at the end of the series. Both of those voice actors, which was played by Brittany Murphy and Tom Petty, they have both passed on in real life. So, will they just write them out? Will they say, like, okay, they moved away? Or will they recast them? I don't know. Because, you know, I mean, it's a voice acting, so if you could find somebody that sounds like them, I mean, more, you know, water to float your boat, I guess, or something. I don't know. But yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I'm ready for it. He brought back, it's Mike Judge. He's the creator of King of the Hill, Beavis and Butthead, and other things. He brought back Beavis and Butthead already. So he's working on, they did confirm it, and they have confirmed it. They are working on bringing back King of the Hill. So I'm really excited about that. And I think, let's see, it's been confirmed that, okay, so you know Mike Judge is coming back, so he voiced Boomhauer and Hank. And I think Kathy Najimy, I probably butchered that name, who played Peggy Hill, she's coming back. The guy that played Dale is coming back. And the guy that played Bill is coming back. Unless they do something weird, like resurrect Cotton or something like that, or maybe he really actually didn't die or something, that would be weird. But hey, you know, it was Cotton. He killed 50 men. He was in the army, so he might have faked his own death. And I don't. What is this? Oh, you know what? No, this is not our field. Hang on. There's 2 soybean fields side by side, guys. I'm sorry. I tried to cut your beans. These are my beans. And I do want to drop straw. So let me turn that on. Because we do have a baler. That means we'll have some straw bales to sell. Is that soybean? That's not soybeans. That's potatoes. The textures. I miss, okay. So if you watched the Frankenmuth 4X series, I missed the way the beans looked on there, that way they were in rows. That's more realistic to me here. This is not at all. I hope Giants changes that. I hope they're listening, Giants. beans don't look like this. At least not here in America. They need to be in rows. And it's funny because you can seed beans, and I would be okay with that. If you wanted to use a seeder to seed beans, I would be okay with that. And have them look like this. But if you use a planter, they need to be planted in rows and have the same yield. So alright, I'm gonna set up my GPS because that's the way I roll. There we go. Alright. Really is pretty here. Sun's still coming up. You can barely see the mountain back there. But fall on Erlengrat is quite nice. We're gonna make cheese eventually. That's the goal. We're making cheese and chocolate. Speaking of chocolate, I can't believe that they already have Halloween candy out in the stores. It's not even, I mean, it's today of recording this, it is July the 18th, and they have Halloween candy out in the stores. I don't know how I feel about that. I mean, I am not anti-candy at all, but will there be any Halloween candy left if they put it out now and let me buy it all? Will there be any Halloween candy left? Do they have extra coming later? I hope so. Alright. These are decent sized rows. They're not too bad. I think they always were with soybeans though. Oh no, I finished the Halloween candy from last year. That's been a while. I finished that way before Easter, I think. I think I finished that in January or February. Yeah, because I bought a little bit of Valentine's candy when it was half off. And that would have lasted a month or two. And then I got the Easter candy. So yeah, now I finished the Halloween candy. I think I finished it like in January. I think it was finished right around the Valentine's Day stuff. Which normally I don't celebrate Valentine's Day, but hey, half off candy, I don't care if it's in a pink wrapper or not. If it's 50% off, you can guarantee I do not care what wrapper it's in. It can have hearts on it, it can have little bunnies on it, it can have trees, Christmas trees, it can have pumpkins or ghosts or bats. I don't care. Because believe me, I'm going to buy that candy. I actually meant to stop at a special store yesterday and I forgot. I was going to get me some, they have this, it's Werther's coffee candy. So, and it kind of tastes like coffee. Now I don't drink coffee. I don't, it's not really the taste. I don't know. I don't drink coffee. But I like the coffee candy. I love the smell of coffee. I like the candy. There was actually some coffee gum once upon a time at a gas station that I used to get, and then they quit carrying it. Man, I can remember many a time playing Flight Simulator back way before Farming Simulator ever came out. I remember playing Flight Simulator back like in the 90s and early 2000s, and I would have that coffee gum and just chew that, and I'd fly everywhere. I don't know how many thousands and thousands of hours I have on Flight Simulator. And then they stopped carrying the coffee gum, so I had to go in search of something else. Then they had what they called the nips, coffee nips. I know it sounds weird, but that's what they were called. You can Google it. They were a real thing. They were called coffee nips. I think they had different flavors of other stuff too, but I like the coffee ones. Those were like a hard candy, and then they quit carrying those. And then later down the road, Werther's came out with one, and now those are getting hard to find. I have to go to a special store to get even those. So I think it's, I don't know, either the economy or maybe COVID or something changed a lot of things, and it's harder to find stuff. Life before, we really took advantage or didn't appreciate life before COVID. I mean, you think about it. We had all-day breakfast at McDonald's before COVID. We had a much more expanded menu everywhere before COVID. Grocery stores carried a variety of different things before COVID, and now they carry just the basics, like the essentials. Like in the Little Debbie section, they had oatmeals and raisin cream pies. They don't have the raisin cream pies no more. I have to go to a special place for that too. Matter of fact, it's the same special place that I have to go to get those. The one thing I'm kind of wishing that I'm hoping I can get here locally is the Clearly Canadian. Shout out to Phil. I want the Clearly Canadian water. That stuff is awesome. I drank that a lot back in the 90s. It comes in a glass bottle, and they've brought it back to a lot of stores now. I really hope that one of my local ones will start carrying it, because I'll close the place. I'll buy them all. That, for me, would actually replace Dr. Pepper. Probably not orange soda, but I would stop drinking Dr. Pepper to get Clearly Canadian water. It's a sparkling water, and they have blackberry flavors and strawberry and peach and cherry and all that. Yeah, the M&M, the ones that they have, I think they call it a cold brew, and it's like I don't know, it's like a caramel. It's kind of chewy. I'm not a fan of those. Back, again, before COVID, they had peanut M&Ms that were coffee flavored. And they had brown ones, they had dark brown ones, they had light brown ones, and they had kind of a white cream colored one. And I think they were different flavors. I think one was coffee, one was kind of a cappuccino flavor, and then one was like a latte, maybe kind of espresso flavor. Those were the bomb. The peanut M&M coffee flavored peanut M&Ms. Those were awesome. I wish they'd bring those back, because the cold brew things are not they're not any good. I bought a bag of those and took them to work. I used to buy the bags of the coffee peanut M&Ms, take those to work, and the girls just went nuts over those. Took a bag of the cold brew ones up there maybe a month ago. The bag is still there. It's sitting out where it's easily visible and accessible. Nobody likes them, so hopefully they'll bring back the peanut coffee M&Ms at some point in the future. I don't know if it's the aftertaste. I think it's just the taste. We're not a fan of them. Speaking of which, I probably need to go to the grocery store today to get the girls something. They've been wanting ice cream. Oh god, that tree needs to go. That's sticking out there kind of far. Alright, let's look at the end cab. I haven't looked at the end cab here yet. Yep, old combine setup. pretty much what I expected. The meter there works on the steering wheel. That's nice. Sure some of those probably do too. Is that a CB radio handle thing up there? That's what it looks like. This is Giant's Dominator. So this Kloss Combine, this Dominator, this was made by Giants. So they put this in the mod hub. This was actually a bonus, and I am trying to remember. You got this combine, and I want to say a wheel loader back, gosh, was it in 19 that these were bonuses? I think it was in 19 that these were bonuses. So these were pre-order bonuses, I think. And I want to say it was maybe, you know what? It was for Erlengrat. I'm pretty sure, if I'm remembering right, and I might be wrong, but I'm pretty sure these were pre-order bonuses for the expansion pack when we got this map in 19. So you got the Kloss Dominator Combine, the old Combine here, and then you got, there was a wheel loader. Pretty sure it was a wheel loader. Yeah, it was a wheel loader. Oh, I don't know why I did that. I realigned my GPS, and I'm used to doing that when I'm bailing, and I shouldn't have done that. If I start missing any, that's why. Looks like I'm getting it all though. There's one button to hit to realign. I am on the PC. I have GPS down there, so this is the only modality to have GPS on right now is PC. I am really hoping and praying that they bring you guys GPS to console. I don't know how you guys do it. I'm sure you probably hire your workers out and hire the combines out and then let them do that, and then you probably run tippers. But even then, I still run GPS when I run tipper, especially on these long passes. So I don't know how you guys do it. I wish you guys had GPS on console. You do it all by hand, yeah. I hope they bring. I think that was the #1 requested thing back at FarmCon prior to 22's release, and everybody was asking, will GPS be on console? Will GPS be on console? And they kind of had to bow their heads and say no. So hopefully they're working on that. I know they're working on the next game. It's still kind of early on. They are testing things, so it's very early on. It would not be ready for release yet, but they are working on the next game. Can confirm they are working on the next game, which should be announced, if history repeats itself, should be announced sometime between February of next year and April of next year. That is the window. So, and I'm guessing that it will probably have a release date of sometime in November of 2024, just before Christmas. And the title, I would think, with that release date, would be Farming Simulator 25. That's my thinking. They could shock us. They could say, okay, we'll release it in spring of 24 and call it 24. I don't think so. This is their Titanic. This is their flagship game. This is the one where, you know, they make a little bit of money off the mobile one, but not a lot. This is the flagship game. This is the game. Because this is the one that goes to PC. This is the one that, you know, we do the season pass stuff on. This is the one that goes for console, for PlayStation and Xbox. This is the game, so I'm thinking it will be Farming Simulator 25. I'm thinking it'll be November 2024. There will be new stuff, you can guarantee that. There will be new equipment, new vehicles. There will be new crops. No, it's not going to sink. Maybe Titanic was the wrong comparison. Oh boy. I am thinking orchards will be the next big thing. That's what I'm going with. That's what I'm sticking with. I think in-game orchards will be a thing. We got vineyards in 22, and I was right about that. So yeah, I would think orchards would be the thing, because you think about what all grows on trees, and they have, I mean, they're well known for their trees now, especially after Silver Run. So you think about everything that grows on trees, and the productions is gonna just explode. I think productions, you know, they introduced productions in 22. I think that's gonna more than double in the next game, because you think about all the productions with everything, especially if they go with orchards. So you could have apples, you could have oranges, you could have lemons, you could have. I don't think we'll have all that. I think we'll have pretty much base stuff, but I think apples would definitely be in there. Peaches might be in there, and you think about like your nuts, like pecans, walnuts, stuff like that. So there's a ton of stuff. You know, I think cherries would probably be one. Apples and cherries would have a very high likelihood of making the orchard list. But you know, it could be. I gotta think European. What all do you guys watching over there across the pond in Europe? What all do you have in your orchards? What all grows in Europe? I'm sure you guys probably have apples, right? I bet you have pears. If I remember my movie history right, the Genovian pear. I don't think Genovia is a real country, is it? I don't think so. Oh no, I wouldn't cut down my orchards with the Brooks. No. Now you would have to trim them. And there's machinery. There's actually really cool machinery that trims orchards and stuff. It's really cool. There's been a big cry for peanuts, and I would be all in for peanuts, because you think about peanuts, all the productions you can do with peanuts. Peanut butter, hello, dude. And we already do grapes with the vineyards, so they could expand productions, and we could make grape jelly, and then we could make peanut butter from our peanuts, and dude, we could have peanut butter and jelly sandwiches. They could expand productions. We could take the peanut butter and the grape jelly to the restaurant, and then turn that into a production, and they could sell peanut butter and jelly sandwiches. Dude, I kind of want a peanut butter and jelly sandwich now. Dude, that sounds awesome. I'm out of Dr. Pepper, by the way. That's the last of it. Peanut butter and jelly sandwiches. That would be awesome. And you think about, you know, not just like orchard stuff with fruit and stuff, but syrup, maple syrup. They could bring in maple trees, and we could tap them for, you know, maple syrup. And I mean, we already got. You look at what all we already have. Let me get on this pass and we'll look. So you look at save the game. That's a good idea. Make an uncrustable factory. Yeah. Well, you look. There's our basic crops, but you look at what all we get from productions here. Where does it start? Right in here. So flour, bread, cakes, butter, cheese, your fabrics and clothes, sugar, honey, cereal. We get all of our cooking oils, so sunflower oil, canola oil, olive oil, raisins, grape juice. You could add grape jelly right in here. And then you have your greenhouse stuff, lettuce, tomatoes, strawberries, chocolate. And then you get into the wood stuff and all that. But there's so much room for expansion there. And I think what they'll have to do, this category for products and prices, they're going to have to split this up into categories. So I think this window, they might have a category for crops. So it'll be little tabbable categories either across the top or across the side. So one will be crops. One might be food productions. One might be wood productions, because we have all that wood stuff now. One might be, something else, metal productions or mining productions. And they may split up orchard productions. You never know. I'm really excited to see what they bring. I didn't think that they would bring that many crops to the expansion for this November expansion, the Sri Lanka expansion, but they did. They brought in. They're bringing in carrots, parsnips, and red beets, and that is releasing on November 14th of this year. If you already have the season pass, you automatically get it day one. If you don't have the season pass, it is available for pre-order. And don't get me to quoting on the price, because I don't remember what they said. But it is available for pre-order. I recommend the season pass. I really do. There's some stuff that we haven't used. There's some stuff that we probably won't use. But it's there if you need it. It's there if you want to try something different. And there's so many ways to play Farming Simulator that eventually, you might end up saying, okay, well, let's try that piece of equipment. Well, we got that in the season pass. That came out. Let's try that. That might be different. Dude, oranges. We can make orange soda. Yes. Take the oranges to the soda factory. We can make grape soda with the grapes. We can make orange soda with the oranges. We can make a cream soda, because we have like milk and stuff and sugar. We could take sugar there. There is so many possibilities when it comes to the productions for Farming Simulator. I'm really excited to see what they come out with. And yeah, I know there's a lot of modded productions out there, and that's fantastic. But having it in game is, I don't know, it's different. Oh, I should not have done that yet. No, back up. Now go. Alright, I don't know how much we have so far, but we're getting there. This is a decent sized field. We'll come back and plant something here, I'm sure. Get all this straw up. Let's see. We could technically put wheat in here right now if we wanted to. I wish we could do double crops. That's one thing I do. I wish that they would allow us to customize our crop calendars. That should be in game. I know you could probably do a mod for it, and there might be a mod out there for it. But I wish Giants would build this into the game where you could customize your crop calendar. That would be wonderful. then it could be more realistic to akin to where you live at, because some places can do double crops, some places can't. So, just a thought. Customizable crop calendar. Hey, there's an old man in chat, guys. I think he's ready to get up and play some farm sim. At 3 a.m. in the morning. Well, now it's 4 a.m. now, isn't it? I got started a little late. Oh man, I don't know if you saw the stream from Sunday. Was it Sunday that we did Silver Run? But I got an idea of where to put the farm at now. So, oh, you have to go to work. Oh, you have to get up this early to go to work? Yeah, I guess so. 4 o'clock? Yeah, that would make sense. But anyway, I found a really good spot for the farm. I can't wait. We're going to play that Saturday. We're going to go back to Silver Run on Saturday. And got that whole hillside cleared off. Got it plowed up. It's looking really good. Got to get it planted in something. But that's what we're gonna do. I found a new parcel of land, a new job site, and I think it'll work. I think it's gonna work out to where we can put our farm on it. So that should be fun. We'll be clearing trees and grinding stumps and busting rocks and having ourselves a good old time. Good old time. It's always a good time. But yeah, I'm excited for it. We gotta do that next though, because we're getting ready to harvest barley there in about a month's time. So we got 3 days to build the farm, to put in a silo system. We're gonna put in a shed to park stuff in. Mainly just the farm equipment, just to, like the combine, and stuff like that. The logging equipment, I'm not that too concerned about it, but if we can build a big enough one to maybe squeeze some of that in there, that'd be nice. So, anyway, I found a spot for a farmyard. It's actually in my opinion, it's a really, really, really good spot. So, can't wait to show you guys where I have an idea for that at. Really into Silver Run and Elm Creek. It may be because they're American maps, but really having a ball on both of those. Silver Run especially. Silver Run, is kind of my bread and butter map. And Phil understands. He knows. It's because of the trees. That's always been the name of the game for me. Oh boy, I got full. I wonder why I lurched forward there. We're full. Let me go empty. But yeah, cutting it for me, Farming Simulator. Ever since I started in 15, when I learned you could cut trees and make farmland, that's farm sim for me. Clearing the land, clearing the trees out, and then bringing in fields and stuff. That is Farming Simulator for me. So I'm really having a blast over on Silver Run. That's our storyline for Silver Run, is that the people of Silver Run, their town council, got together and voted that they do not want to import food anymore. They want to eat locally grown. So they have a farmer's market there called the Silver Run Market, and they want that's what they want. So they contacted us because we were notorious farmers, and we also had our licenses for arborists, tree cutters. They actually saw us. We were on a reality TV show, and they saw us on there, and they're like, we need to contract these guys to come up and entice them to move here, and basically come establish us some farms around the neighborhood, around locally. So it's kind of exciting. It's kind of neat. I like it. We're building them. We're building them a roller coaster. We brought a roller coaster in. So good things happening in Silver Run. Alright, just about got this knocked out. The only thing with drinking Dr. Pepper, and maybe I should try some of this. I've got water over here. It's sitting by its lonesome. The only thing with drinking Dr. Pepper is it really is not good for public speaking. Or maybe I really do need a Ricola. Ricola! Oh, that hurt. I shouldn't have done that. I don't know if anybody noticed or not, but on Silver Run I actually did change my shirt. I put on a lumberjack shirt. So I don't know if anybody noticed that in the episode. Make sure you tune into that. If you're watching this on YouTube, that should come out tomorrow. So I did change my shirt. I'm not wearing my normal black t-shirt over there. I'm wearing a what is it? Is it plaid? Flannel? I don't know what you would call it, plaid or flannel. It's my Al Borland shirt. So it seemed appropriate for over there. Alright, old man, you have a good day. Have fun at work. It's always a good time at work. We have loads of fun. A lot of, I guess it's maybe because it's summertime, a lot more people are getting into wrecks. We had a lot of wrecks yesterday. Wrecks and falls. Normally you'd think you would see more falls in the wintertime with people slipping on ice, and we do. We have people that do that, but a lot of people falling this recently, and most of the time it's it's your older people, older class. But we've been having a lot of wrecks. A lot of teenagers having wrecks. A lot of young adults coming in from injuries and stuff, just from random stuff. We get people come in that they've been doing summer activities, I guess we'd say. And people come in from ranging from grilling to fireworks to fishing to we had some come in. I'm trying to remember. I don't remember what exactly it was. It might have been a wreck, but they were headed to the lake, I guess, because they were all in swimsuits. That was kind of weird. Everybody was wearing. It was a couple of guys and I think maybe like 3 or 4 girls, and they were all in their swimsuit. So naturally, we have them up on the X-ray table. I guess it was easier to position them for where we had to X-ray them at. Then we have. We do have some farm people come in from farm accidents. Tractors crashing into ditches. Little farm accidents from Just the most random stuff. Boating accidents. Yeah, that's when you see more of that stuff. In the fall and winter, late fall and winter, we see way more chest stuff. So people with chest congestions, cough, stuff like that. So naturally, we do more chest x-rays and stuff in the fall and winter. And then we'll x-ray more tailbones in the winter when the ice and snow comes, if we get it. I think we're in an El Nino. Is it El Nino year this year or La Nina? I think it's El Nino. We're in one of those, so it should be if I'm thinking right, it should be a warmer, wetter winter. So we might not get a ton of snow. Yep, but anyway, I still get to see that stuff. It's not the high volume that I used to get when I worked nights and weekends. Mostly what I do now is bone density stuff on little old ladies and scheduled outpatient stuff. We still get, every day we usually get somebody in for a possible stroke or, stuff like that. So we still get that stuff. It's just not as much of the other stuff anymore. We still get wrecks, we still get traumas, stuff like that. But for the most part, on quiet days, knock on wood, it's just it's a slow paced thing where it's all scheduled stuff. So we'll do like lung screenings for people that have been smoking all their lives or have a dependence on nicotine or something like that. Or we'll do the bone density scans and all kinds of other different stuff that's non-emergent, You can take your time. I kind of like it. When I was younger, I started working in the ER back when I was 22 or 23. And I loved all that stuff. I used to work my first shift when I started working. I started at the bottom of the totem pole. And my first shift, I worked a 24-hour shift. I worked from 3 p.m. on Saturday to 3 p.m. on Sunday. And that was fun. We got all kinds of stuff. All kinds of stuff. That's when you see a lot of your violent stuff. Like your gunshot wounds and your knife stuff and baseball bat stuff and iron pipe stuff. All that stuff. You get a lot more of your colorful characters in there. And old man confirmed this. We talked about this kind of the other day a little bit. You get a lot more of your colorful characters in there. To be young again. That was back in my 20s. I got to experience all of that for many, many years. But, getting up in age where I'm at now, with everything hurting and being old and tired, it's kind of nice having these old ladies come in and just, they're really nice. Most of them are really nice. Some of them are kind of but most of the ladies are, they're pretty nice. And if you're nice with them, they're nice with you. And most of them are kind of like, kind of like the grandma nice, And it's kind of nice to have that and be around that. And they're like, "Oh, you're so sweet, bless you," blah, blah, It's kind of nice. And it's, not somebody, "You slept with my brother," and they're shooting each other and hitting each other with baseball bats and stuff like that. And might be a little have a little liquid encouragement there in their system. So Yeah, especially if it's a full moon. Yo, man. Don't get me started on those full moons, man. Whew. Your characters come out at night and on the weekend, but if there's a full moon, it's like all bets are off. They come out on the full moons, and it's like, okay, it's like double jeopardy, okay? It's like turbo mode. It's, what is it about full moons that not only do you get like the normal, crazy, it's just like crazy, it's just like, man, what? It's like, what? So, something about those full moons, really enhances the experience. So, yeah. We know all about those full moons, me and old man. Old man works in the hospital. He knows. It's craziness. Alright, well, we got this field there, and I'm going to bring I think what I'm going to do, I'm going to bring the rake over and rake this first. That way I don't have to make as many passes. And then I will bale it up. But we did it. Let's see how much we got total here. That worked out pretty good. I got to 96% right there at the end. That worked out really well. If there's by some miracle I can afford that other field, I will buy it. But I don't think so. We've got $7,000 in the bank to our name. So I don't think it's going to happen. Alright, let's let that run and empty. And hopefully it'll all fit in here. Get us a total here. Hopefully it'll all fit. I'm getting nervous. It might not. And it's not. It's not all going to fit. So we got 22,500 in there. And 18, almost 2,000 in here. So we got right around 25,000 liters of soybeans off of this field. So that's not too shabby. That's not too bad. I think it was a good investment. Or I'm going to mow around it too. I think there's a little bit of grass on maybe both ends and both sides a little bit here. And maybe we'll get a few silage bales off of it. I'll bring that down and do that in the meantime. So I'll go store all this in the silo. And I don't know what we'll be doing when we come back. It is in the fall now, so I doubt we'll be able to afford any other fields. Because we're broke. Yeah. Hopefully our grass we can mow that again maybe in November. Up there on the hill, make some more silage bales, and we'll make some more money that way. I think we've got plenty of hay, so we're good there. But anyway, you guys enjoy your day. Everybody on YouTube, have a good Thursday. Tomorrow's Friday, TGIF. Make sure you check out the Silver Run episode that's coming out on Friday. It's a long one. It's one of the long streams that we do. But having a lot of fun on that map. Started clearing a new job site on there. So everybody on Twitch, have a good one. And as always, remember, you reap what you sow. It's Matt from the Green Arcade. We'll see y'all in the next one. Have a good one, y'all.